Welcome to Central Park Tower, the tallest residential building in the world. We're here on the 92nd floor with a stunning view of Central Park outside. I'm Lauren Rottet, and I designed this home as well as the rest of the interiors. And all of this is currently on the market for $38.44 million. Central Park Tower is very special to me as well. The architect, Adrian Smith, was actually my first boss. So we had an amazing time designing it together, he the outside and us the inside. Central Park Tower has 50,000 square feet of amenities. We have a beautiful spa, a stunning fitness center, beautiful green space, and I'm so excited to show you around today. Adrian Smith was actually my first boss, and so he and I talked. I wanted the building to be seamless, the exterior to the interior. So one of the things he had done was these beautiful glass fins that line the outside as you walk in. I brought them in. And then we added a water wall to really just completely calm the sound. So when you come into it, you don't even think about it, but instantly you're calmed by the sound of this beautiful water falling down this gorgeous black marble. And then we worked with Lalique to design a beautiful, beautiful chandelier. And it's not just like a chandelier that hangs, it really becomes a part of the architecture that continues up into the home with a living room. When you enter the home on the 92nd floor, you can't help but be awed by the beautiful view of Central Park. And then to the left is the living room. It's quite spacious. One of the things we think of very successful is the screen in the back. It's not reflective like a mirror, but it does subtly reflect the time of day, the light. When the sun's coming in, it's a much brighter orange color. One of the things that you'll see as we tour the rest of the space is that we designed the space with lighting in mind. The beautiful quality of the light outside comes into the building. Of course, there are 12-foot ceilings, so that helps to bring the outside in as well as the dichroic table that you see between the two chairs over there. The second any light hits it, it starts to turn the colors that it wants to because it has tiny little dichroic blades in it, like the sun does really. So it's very interactive, the light, the swivel of the chair, the daylight coming into the space. We really did everything we could to bring that beautiful view into the homes. The art also, as opposed to really brilliantly colorful art, which we could have chosen, we let the art be somewhat subtle. It's lyrical, it has forms, and so the whole concept is that you're looking out over this fantastic view and the forms start to take shape across the park. And we love the piece of art that kind of tie those two things together. So again, that connection between the outside and the inside, the lyrical, the art, the dynamic pieces and colors that happen to change as the day goes on. All about kind of a living experience up here on the 92nd floor. And as you come and walk up to the window, it becomes a whole nother thing because as you start to look down, you see the reality of how high up you really are. The feeling is just sensational. It's like being in some sort of a live movie where you're kind of flying through the air, but you're living here. So the dining room takes center stage. We chose a 12-person table that we custom designed for the space. If you look around the building, there's beautiful stones. Gary Barnett, the developer, loves stone and marble, so we spent a lot of time looking at the most specimen stones, really beautiful ones. And we liked this piece for the dining table because with the gray veins subtly flowing through the white marble, it's almost as if the rivers keep flowing straight through the home. The rug is Penton, and so it also has a little bit of reflective metal in it. Again, a subtle, pick up the light, subtle changes as the day and the night move. Behind the dining table is a Richard Oniskevich, and he's known for his incredibly brilliant, colorful pop art pieces. And this is one of his subtle pieces. And of course, it's not so subtle with its beautiful silver leaf in between the ribs of the painting. So directly off the dining room, of course, is a little butler's pantry, then the kitchen, which is actually my favorite room in the house. So the kitchen is actually my favorite room in the house. Not only do I like to cook, but this one with this corner window and large enough to have the seating group. We really did spend a tremendous amount of time designing the kitchen. I think you'll see it's really all custom. The pulls are designed by us and we had them cast and prototyped. And if you put your hand in here, it's incredibly smooth. So we don't have to have large handles on the refrigerators because they're just very ergonomically designed so that they pull very, very easily. This is a sycamore wood, and it has a resin on it, so this is incredibly durable. So one of the things we thought about with these kitchens is that, what sets a kitchen or a home like Central Park Tower apart from others? Well, it's really all about the detail. It's about the quality. It's about the thought that goes into how someone really lives. And so when you're in the kitchen, most of these islands or the stone tops that you see, they may look thick, but they're laminated, and eventually that lamination wears. So we didn't trick anyone that these are laminated. It's a beautiful stone slab on the top, separated by a metal bar, and then another beautiful stone slab on the bottom. And what you're standing on is the white marble flooring. It's a very durable marble, a Thassos, that won't stain. The kitchen's just really almost a work of art in itself. It's so well built. This unit actually comes with this wall closed, and it's the 4th bedroom, but we find that so many of our buyers actually only have 1 or 2 children. So we turned this into a study because we could certainly imagine living here, cooking, enjoying your breakfast room. Someone's in there studying, someone is in here maybe reading or doing their homework. And it's just a really beautiful flow through the kitchen and the breakfast room into the study. So welcome to the study. The doors were custom made for the home, and we love to mix metals. It's really beautiful when you mix them. Of course, the kitchen is the stainless, and then the bathrooms are actually nickel silver, and then this is a beautiful hand-rubbed bronze. And when you do them correctly together, it's actually really beautiful. So you come off of the stone floor in the living area in the kitchen, and you transition into a quieter, more, residential wood floor for the study and the hallway. These bookshelves were also designed for the space, so it's a little bit of a unique design. And one of the thoughts behind it was, again, this idea of reflecting what's outside. They're like little cities. They're not just straight shelves that go across. And they're all backlit, so at night this has a beautiful subtle glow. The view is just stunning in here. I don't know how you could actually study. The cabinetry is actually a woven leather, and it's actually a very durable material, but we have it framed by a bronze frame. So things like leather and glass are actually extremely durable as long as their edges are protected. The other thing that it does, it's very subtle, but it absorbs sound. So when you're in a study and you're on your conference call or something like that, we have a very thick rug, and the rug is on a pad. The chairs are thick, and this leather is absorbing. So when you're thinking about the ultra luxury and what living is about, you wouldn't realize how quiet this room is, but it's quiet. So on the way to the primary suite are 2 other bedrooms. This is the first one, and I wanted to show you the bedding a little bit. This is from a company called Tribute Goods. They're all handmade. They're all beautiful Italian cottons and just impeccably made. And these are vintage Hermes scarves, and she gets them from a dealer in Japan and also in Italy, and sort of hand selects them, and then she determines how they're made, the size of them, depending on the scarf pattern. When we do interiors, we like to think of the view as actually part of the interior environment that you're designing. So we actually look at what are the buildings, what are the shapes. It's subtle, but it's all those things that go together to make a space feel really important and also very suited for the home that it's in, and different from anything else you'll have anywhere else. So both bedrooms are en suite. They have their own bathrooms, and they're beautifully done as well. The cabinetry is all custom designed. So these, again, in all of the bathrooms, like the kitchen, we thought about use over time. So someone buys this, they have it 20 years, 15 years, whatever. It looks as pretty then as it does the day they buy it. Now the next bedroom is really a lot of fun. You've seen subtle colors and you've seen textures. That one's not subtle. It's sort of a shocking cobalt blue, and we kind of designed it to be the kids' room, or a very vibrant guest bedroom. And then we chose to do a canopy bed in that room, so it's kind of like the sleep under the stars, cozy little bedroom. So this is the primary bedroom, and again, it has the corner window, so really expansive views. You can see the Statue of Liberty. She's tiny out there. And then you can see the ball drop. So New Year's Eve, this is going to be a very nice room to be in because you can have your champagne, you can sit right here and see the ball drop. So a little sofa by Dimitri, and the bed and the headboard is all custom, and the end tables are custom as well. And then the light fixtures are apparatus, and they're a lot of fun at night. They kind of reflect on the window and give you this sort of dance, again, about you being a part of this city. One of the things we like to do when we design beds is we like to encompass or engage the bed with the room and with the wall. We don't like to just stick the bed on the wall. So this has a back painted glass, and so it's a bronze glass. So it's very subtle, but it does have a little bit of reflection of the outside, just a little bit of light movement, and gives a beautiful place for the bed to sit. So So the primary bathroom is kind of an experience on its own. You're standing on the beautiful chinchilla marble. And the tub, talk about a place to watch the ball drop. Of course, you can be in your tub full of bubble baths and watch the ball drop out the window. We kind of tease, we do of course have window coverings in here, but when you're this high up and this far away from everyone else, do you really, even need window coverings? And then the vanity itself is a back painted glass, also trimmed in the metal, so it's very durable. And if you look, this whole wall is actually a stone. It's again the Thassos, so very durable. So the sun's starting to pour in, as you can see at the light of the day, and you're getting a beautiful reflection from the mirror of the city back beyond you. Central Park Tower has about 50,000 square feet of amenities on the 14th floor and on the 16th floor, and then also on the 100th floor. And each time you sequence from 14 to 16 to 100 and into your home, there's details that are consistent about each of the spaces that make the whole thing feel like your private residence. And this floor has a really kind of drop-dead gorgeous outside part, and we worked heavily with the landscape architect to make sure it didn't feel just like a deck, but more like a garden. So there's beautiful green space, there's grass, and there's a private garden over to the right that you can be a little bit more casual in, take the kids in, do your barbecuing. And then the 16th floor is really our wellness floor. So on the 16th floor, we have a beautiful spa with all custom designed light fixtures and really quite pretty, a stunning fitness center. Next to that is a squash court. We have the 63-foot long swimming pool. We really tried to think of everything that a homeowner would want in their residence here in Manhattan. Thank you for touring Central Park Tower with me today. I hope you enjoyed our interiors, and the beautiful home on the 92nd floor, as well as all of this and the things we've seen today, can be yours for $38.44 million.